Noise number 4, and this is the last noise I'm going to share with you today. It's the noise of my own voice. I teach religious education. I teach 7th and 8th graders. And one day I had my daughter accompany me to class to be my helper. And after class was over, we're driving home and I asked her, "Hey, how did Dad do as a teacher? Is there anything I can do to be better? Because one day I'm going to be your teacher." And her answer totally floored me. She said, "Dad, you talk too much." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Dad, you don't let the other kids talk." I said, "Oh, that's some pretty wise words for a little girl." And so I kind of put that in my little Rolodex of things to think about. So my daughter, she thinks I talk too much. Now my wife, she thinks I don't listen well. How many men have you ever got that one? Now every time my wife says that, I actually get offended because I can usually repeat verbatim everything she said to me. One day she came home from work, and she's a nurse, and she was flustered. She was tired. She was exhausted. And I asked her, "Honey, what's the matter?" She said, "I didn't get a break. I didn't get to use the bathroom, and I didn't get a chance to eat." And all of a sudden I thought, I got a solution. Why don't you put a bunch of Snickers, little Snickers in your pocket, so in between patients you just throw it in your mouth. And I thought that was a marvelous idea. And I was ready to receive my praise because I was her hero at that moment. Did I get praise?
Yep.
No. She got mad. I'm like, "Why are you mad? I listened to you." She goes, and she told me something that I wish she had told me years ago. She said, "I wanted you to listen. I didn't want you to fix it." You just wanted to be heard. Wow. So now, whenever we're having these conversations, I always ask her, "Is this a listening moment or a fixing moment?" 9 times out of 10, it's a listening moment. So the lesson I learned from my daughter that I talk too much and my wife that I don't listen well really helped me when I encountered a moment with my son. Last year, he tried out for the track team, and he wanted to be a sprinter. And I was excited for him. I wished him luck when I dropped him off. And later on that day when I picked him up, I noticed he wasn't really excited. And I asked, "How'd you do?" He said, "Dad, I didn't make it. I wasn't fast enough." And then I did what any parent would do when they see their kid in pain. I tried to take it away. I said, "Son, it'll be okay. You can get him next year." And then when we got home, he was hungry, so I said, "Go get something to eat, but then I want you to come to my office and I want you to watch this motivational video," because I love motivational videos. And he says, "No, Dad, I don't want to. I just want to eat." I said, No, it'll help you out." He reluctantly agreed. He came into my office and he sat down and he's watching this video, and I'm getting excited because I'm listening to it, and then I'm watching his face and nothing's changing. And then I asked him, "Son, is this not helping?" He says, "No, Dad, it's making it worse." Oh. I said, "Go ahead, just eat. I'm sorry." And I sat there and I was thinking I wasn't being a good dad. Why wasn't this helping? And all of a sudden I remembered what my daughter said about talking too much and my wife said about listening. You see, what my son needed, or actually what my voice said he needed, was a motivational video. But when I lowered down the volume, I realized what he really needed at that moment was a hug. Had I not learned from my daughter, had I not learned from my wife, I would have missed that moment to be with my son, not speaking, but just being there in his pain. Noise number 4 is the noise of your own voice.